From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Saturday, March 10th, 2018. Silver is trading at $16.59 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,324 per ounce. Zen Cash is trading at $25, and the average price of Bitcoin is $9,165. Antiwar.com reports issuing a statement on Twitter overnight. President Trump said that a meeting with North Korea's Kim Jong-un is in the process of being planned, but that in the meantime, U.S. sanctions against North Korea will all remain in place until a final agreement is reached. Administration officials are presenting this as part of a general need to maintain maximum pressure throughout the talks. This reflects a position within the government that the talks themselves are vindications of U.S. sanctions and threats. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson said as much during his visit to Kenya on Friday that the talks showed the policy we've put in place and executed by the State Department has succeeded. This policy involved decades of mounting sanctions and acrimony. While the talks are a huge significant achievement, the administration may be making some fallacious connections and believing North Korea's invitation to meet is a product of the last year of mounting tensions, as opposed to a few weeks of very positive diplomatic progress between North and South Korea, and South Korea trying to steer both sides towards talks. Since there's no side North Korea was pushing for sanctions relief anyhow, this isn't necessarily an obstacle. Rather, North Korea's goal has always been to make a deal that avoids a U.S. military strike. While North Korean officials have at times expressed anger at the imposition of new sanctions, they've never made easing sanctions a priority. For over 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. And as a Bitcoin-preferred business, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts Brokerage today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports migrants separated from their children after they were detained for illegally entering or remaining in the United States filed a class action lawsuit on Friday claiming there are hundreds of parents in the same situation and that the Trump administration is violating their due process rights. The lawsuit, brought by the American Civil Liberties Union and filed in U.S. District Court in Southern California, expands on the claim of a single Congolese asylum seeker filed last week. Miss L, as she is referred to in the complaint, has been detained in San Diego while her 7-year-old daughter was sent to Chicago 4 months ago by federal authorities. But on Tuesday, just days after the initial lawsuit was filed, Miss L was released. The class action seeks to represent all adult parents in immigration custody who have a minor child separated from them without a hearing to prove the parent is unfit to care for the child. The DOJ declined to comment on pending litigation. The Department of Homeland Security said that it does not currently have a policy of separating families, but that it does do so at times if a child may be at risk. Tyler Holton, a DHS spokesman, said in a statement, "There have been numerous intelligence reports and cases where kids have been used and trafficked by unrelated adults in an effort to avoid detention. If we are able to confirm this relationship, we must take steps to protect this child." In the class action complaint, Miss L is joined by another anonymous lead plaintiff, Miss C, who is a woman from Brazil who crossed the border and told officials she hoped to apply for asylum in the United States. She was prosecuted on a misdemeanor charge of entering the country illegally and served a 25-day sentence in jail, while her 14-year-old son was sent to a facility in Chicago, according to the lawsuit. On September 22nd, she was transferred to immigration detention in Texas and still has not been able to reunite with her son. The administration has floated the idea of separating families at the border in an attempt to deter migration, but Democratic lawmakers have spoken out against that idea, and the American Academy of Pediatrics said in a statement that family separation measures are harsh and counterproductive. Cell 411 is a free app for Android and iOS that replaces government-controlled 911. Cell 411 allows you to preset a group of friends or private organization to show up in an emergency. Cell 411 is a nightmare to the state because it proves their so-called services aren't needed. Cell 411 has had thousands of installs, and of course it's covered by the BIPCOT NoGov license. Cell 411, because your friends won't shoot you when you're in trouble. Without the government, who would build the emergency services? You and Cell 411. Get it today at getcell411.com. That's getcell411.com. This has been FPP Radio News. Online at fppradio.com.